Hi everyone. In today's video, we will be learning about the basic terms used in Excel. I'll be defining what columns, rows, cells, range, and formula mean. I'll also be introducing cell format and autofilling of cells. So here we have a made-up Excel sheet for my groceries for May 2020. Column A to column F refer to different categories. We have the name of the item, how many units they are sold in, how much each unit costs, how many I'm buying, and total cost for the item. And since I have 9 items, from 1 to 9, I need 9 rows, from row 3 to row 11. Each rectangular box is called a cell, and each cell has a unique location. For example, this apple containing cell is in column B, row 3, as can be seen here in the name box, B3. You can think of a cell as an empty container which contains values. To see what value is in the cell, you can either look at the cell itself, or you can look at the formula bar up here. In this case, both the formula bar and the cell contain the same data, apple. This is because the format is that of a general format, as you can see up here. But this might not always be the case. For example, in cell D3, you can see that the cell contains a $8, but in the formula bar, it just shows 8. Why is that so? How does Excel know that this cell contains a currency that needs a dollar sign? This is because I've manually changed it to a currency up here, and there are many different types of other formats as well. But actually, if you don't manually change the format, Excel is also smart enough to detect the cell format sometimes. For example, when I click here, the cell is originally blank and normally comes with just a general format. But when I enter data, let's say I put $8 here, and you can go back to the cell and see, the format has automatically changed to a currency. If you want to change other options in the formatting of cells, we can. Just need to right click, go to format cells, and you can change the number of decimal places, symbol, negative numbers, etc. And there are many different options for the different categories, but I shall not go through it over here. Okay, let's just delete it because we don't need it anymore. Now I've put in all the information we require for the next step. I need to find out the total cost of my groceries, and this needs some calculation. Firstly, let's get the individual cost per item. In cell F3, I want Excel to calculate something for me, so I do that by putting an equal sign in the formula bar to tell Excel that I'm putting in a formula. And since I want the cost of each item, I need to do that by multiplying cost by quantity, cost per unit by quantity of units. So I'll click D3, multiply by, in Excel multiplication sign is the asterisk that can be found via Shift 8 on the keyboard. E3, hit enter. And 8 times 5, it's $40. Now I need the same for the rest of the cells, so I just go to the bottom right corner of this first cell, click and drag it down, and release. And Excel autofills the rest of the cells with my formula. Now this works quite well because I have a short list of 9 items. But what if we have many items, thousands, 10,000s? It'll be a chore trying to drag everything down all the way, so we can just delete this, and I'll show you a shortcut. We need the first cell and the last cell. So first cell is F3, last cell is F11. Click on the first cell, go to the name box, put in colon F11, and this is actually telling Excel what range I need. In Excel, a range is a group of cells. If I hit enter, this range will be automatically selected for me. And to autofill the cells, there's a handy shortcut, Ctrl D. And Excel will copy the formula in the first cell to the rest of the cells. Finally, to get the total cost of all my grocery items, I can simply sum it up by using the sum formula and telling Excel the range I need. So equals to sum. I can either click on each individual cell here, or we can use F3 to F11, the range that we need, hit enter, and we have $98.80. Now that was a quick introduction to the basic terms in Excel. To summarize, we learned about columns, rows, cells, ranges, and formulas. We also learned how to change cell formats and to autofill multiple cells quickly. In the next lesson, we will learn more about functions that make our lives so much easier.